interaction of product and factor market, and then now we are going to see about general equilibrium and efficiency of competitive markets. So general equilibrium refers to a state where all the markets in an economy are in equilibrium simultaneously. In other words, we can say that supply and demand for goods and services, as well as the supply and demand for factors of production, everything is being balanced. Okay, so the supply and demand for goods and services, as well as the supply and demand for factors of your production, both are being balanced, and that is called as general equilibrium. So consider an hypothetical market for apples. So in a competitive market, there are many apple producers and consumers, but a single producer or a consumer, they have no power to influence the market price. So what is a general equilibrium? So at equilibrium, the quantity of apples that is being supplied by the producer is equal to the quantity that is being demanded by the consumer at the market price. Additionally, the labor, land, and capital that is being used to produce the apples are also allocated efficiently, where there is no excess or shortage in any factor market. For example, if the market price of apple increases, more resources will be allocated to apple production, whereas a fewer resources will be allocated to other sectors, ensuring there is an equilibrium across all markets. Can you get it? Where when your land, labor, and capital is being produced, where it is being efficiently allocated, and there is no shortage or excess of any of these factor markets, then automatically the producer, or the quantity of apples that is supplied by the producer, is equal to the quantity demanded by the consumers at the market price. If in case your price of the apple is increasing, then more resources will be allocated your for the apple production. More resources, in the sense more factors of production like land, labor, or capital, will be allocated for your apple production, whereas fewer resources will be allocated for other sectors, so ensuring there is an equilibrium in all the markets. Fine. Next, efficiency in a competitive markets, they are often referred to as an allocative efficiency. It occurs when resources are allocated in such a way that the production of goods and services maximizes the total societal welfare. So let us again see this concept with an example. So consider again an hypothetical market of apples. So in a competitive market, there are any number of producers and consumers, and you cannot make any price changes by a single producer or a consumer. So what is efficiency in this apples of market? In a competitive market, the price of apple reflects the marginal benefit that the consumers derive from consuming each additional unit of apples, that is, their willingness to pay. At the same time, it also reflects the marginal cost of producing the apples for producers. Allocative efficiency occurs when marginal benefit is equal to your marginal cost. That is, when the price of your apple is equal to the marginal cost of production. In this case, resources are allocated to apple production until the point where you're producing one more apple would cost more than the benefit it provides to the consumers. It is nothing but where your marginal benefit is equal to your marginal cost, where they're talking about the price of your apple is equal to the marginal cost of your factors of production. So if it is equal to your factors of production, then the resources are being allocated to the production of apple is equal. And only when this changes, when you're producing one more apple, or when there is a cost that is being incurred when you're producing one more apple, and that will benefit, or that will be providing it to the consumer, then automatically you have to adjust your factors of protection, because you are producing one more apple, and that would cost, or that would be benefited to the consumer. So you have to make sure that your factors are efficiently being allocated to your production, in order to make sure that your marginal cost of producing your apples is equal to your marginal benefit. So with this, we are ending unit 3, and we have completed unit 3. Any doubts and clarifications, you can please leave your doubts in the comments box below. Thank you.